Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to All the Words You Wrote. My name is MS-Punker1, and last video we hopefully went one more step forward with Hijiri. Started by us making trying to make some pancakes on our own. For breakfast to her, since you know she likes the one at the restaurant so much. And to our relief and happiness, she seemed to like them. And Hidra herself also realized that we meant what we meant or what we said when we said that we would do anything for her. I think. So she actually started to put in some work as well, which led to more or less 1 week later, where we are now. Another meeting between Hijiri and her publisher, Sae. So let's see how this meeting will go, now when Hijiri at least appears to have actually been working. And if you compare it to the last meeting we had. Well, let's find out how things go. Sae, it's good to see you again. Hope you had a nice drive here. Sae laughs, but her face is taut with tension. I think she's anxious about her upcoming meeting with Hijiri. There's no doubt worrying beneath her carefully made up face. How much or how little work Hijiri has done in her absence. No doubt she's preparing herself for a worst case scenario. I guess when it comes to Hijiri, Sae lost her faith a long time ago. Is working with Hijiri really that or difficult? Having known Hijiri for around a month myself, I think I can answer that question quite plainly. Yes, it certainly is. Hijiri can be in immense pain when she wants, which is funny given how small she is. But I have faith in her regardless. She certainly sounded sincere when she said she was going to work harder. I'm sure she's made a whole bunch of progress. When she gets serious, there's nothing Hijiri can't do. Come inside, Hijiri's waiting for you in the living room. I'm sure the two of you will have a bunch to talk about. I lead the Sae indoors. She follows, closing the door behind her, and bends to remove her shoes. Sae sighs while undoing one of her silver bucklets. Her bobbed hair swishing against her cheekbones, and says, "Hey, don't be so..." Sorry about that. Hey, don't be so down. Hijiri's been working really hard since you left, you know. Sae arranges her shoes in a row beside mine, one straightens, one neatly plucked eyebrow raised. Don't you have any faith in her? I'm sure that's not true. I know Hijiri's been having a hard time lately, but she's not the sort of collie quits. She has way too much pride for that. Sae chuckles. I've been trying to. It's not always easy. She's about as communicative as a brick wall. But there's one thing she didn't bank on, and stubborn too. Don't like backing down from a challenge. Sae's voice trails away, and bashfully she smiles. Quiet always interrupts us, which makes both Sae and I start. Hijiri. I whip about to see to face Hijiri. She's standing in the hallway, arms crossed, looking much the same as always. Her feet are bare and she isn't wearing any makeup. Oh, I think she did put a touch more effort than usual into her appearance. Her hair looks slightly less ratty than usual, like it's actually seen a brush. Did she do that for Sae's sake? I thought you were waiting in the living room. Hijiri scoffs. Sae opens and closes her mouth, but no words come out. By this point her face is ghastly pale, like porridge. Hijiri is something. She can render even the most put-together people into bashful messes with not but a glance. It's a good thing she's too lazy to use her powers for evil means. Most of the time she shuts herself away in her room. She make for a pretty good nun, now that I think about it. Though her attitude might be a touch too spiky. Sae eventually stammers after an awkward pause. Hijiri smiles thinly. Sae's brow furrows. I wonder how much she actually did here. Hijiri glances about the entrance hall, arms folded. What about me? Should I hang back? Oof, that stinks. I know Hijiri's right, but did she have to say it like that? Clearly she's never heard that sugar helps the medicine go down, which is funny given how much she loves sweets. I'm no real need of you. That's her. Okay. Hijiri demurs. Her brown eyes focus upon mine. If I could, I'd rather retort with self-righteous cry of what do you take me for? I'm not that shameless. But in truth, I know he is right. I am that shameless. so invested in Elf Forest, I definitely find a way to listen in, even after being barred from entry from the room where it happens. I did it once before, and I definitely do it again. I clearly not learned any my lesson. What? Is that really alright? No, of course not. Right, I pause, my fingers curled at my sides. Before I leave, do you want me to brew any tea? That's standard protocol when guests are over. Amanda would sooner pull her fingernails out than forgo a serving of tea to any guest. Hijiri, however, is far less house-proud than my mother is, and much more efficient. Hijiri smiles thinly and sets off anew through the hallway. Sae and I follow behind her until we arrive at the living room. Hijiri pulls the sliding door open, then ushers us inside. She waits until both Sae and I are seated, then seats herself on the opposite side of the table. Hijiri picks up a bulging manila envelope. Probably said something wrong there, but whatever. Which is lying on the table top and hands it to Sae. Sae turns the envelope over, and brow furrowed with curiosity. In on 1 week or more or less, or whatever it was, it had been, she finished the entire book. Both Sae and I stare at Hijiri, our mouths agape. Wouldn't it be funny if Hijiri also said it's all of a 9th volume and part of a 10th or something? I figured Hijiri must have done some work on Elf Forest's next volume, but I never thought she'd she finished the whole volume, the whole thing. I know light novels are slimmer and shorter than most literary novels. By literary novels, I mean the kind you see in bookshops with dark and serious covers, devoid of wide-eyed anime girls. But they're still packed with words. So I guess Western books cannot be considered light novels. They're just novels. Right. It takes me about 4 hours to read through a volume of Elf Forest, which granted might be kinda slow, since I'm not the world's quickest reader. Somebody more used to skimming through text than I am might be able to get through a volume in half that time. But reading's totally different from writing. Did he really write volume 9 in a week? That's crazy. Is such a productivity even possible? You aren't joking, are you, Hijiri? Did you seriously finish the 9th volume already? Hijiri nods briefly, almost imperceptible something. She looks utterly unmoved by her accomplishments, like it's no big deal. But to me, it's very, very big deal indeed. If you had the 6 chapters to write and 7 days to write them in, then a brow furrows. Didn't you have to write like 1 whole chapter a day? Hijiri smiles thinly. But isn't each chapter of Elf Forest like thousands of characters? Wait, each chapter is 20,000 characters. And you wrote that much each day? Maybe not for you, but I'm never able to pull that off. I couldn't even write a 5,000 character essay for school in a day. It always took me a week at least, and even then I struggled to meet the character count. Iris snorts dismissively. Hijiri flexes her fingers to prove her point. Her digits curling in midair. Sae opens an envelope and extracts from within the thick stack of white pages. She gives them a curiously flip through. Her eyes drawing back and forth before slotting them back into the envelope. Eh? Both Sae and I stare at Hijiri, both of us equally shocked. I think at this revelation. I think at this revelation. I'm sure this has to be some kind of joke, but... Sae looks at me with newfound respect, maybe? Reverence? I'm unsure. It's hard to read her expression. I don't know really. You just spout a bunch of nonsense. Here he smiles a bit softly. So she actually started to liking her own series again. I think that will be it for this video. So hope you liked it, and if you did, so leave a like to it as usual, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.